again. Today I'm starting with this pink repeating pattern in the background and going to put some of my larger snowflake die cuts to work today. I'm starting with this big glittery one, and I wanted to also use some of the gold glitter circles. So one of these is going to go right over the middle of my snowflake. I'm going to turn this over so that I can add some small foam squares to the back. I'm just going to see if they will fit if I put them. Yep. So I just need to make them so that they are offset and can hide in these little corners. I won't bore you with taking all the backs off. I'll pause for a second so that you don't have to watch that. So all my foam adhesive on the back, this is going to go in the center but up toward the top of the card so that I can add a label below. I'm going to use my my label punch from EK Success, and I'll go ahead and cut the whole set because I'm going to use the middle size label, but I'll use the others elsewhere. So that's from the cream wood grain pattern paper. And I can save the giant one and the small one. I'm going to use this middle sized one. And I'm just adding a bit of brown ink, I can find the right color, to the edges. And that's going to go here. I'm just looking to see if I want that flat. I think I do, because I think what I'll do is add some stitching at the bottom. So go ahead and add that flat and centered. And then I'm going to add some text to the label with my stamp that says December. My favorite brown ink. And I'm going to move it up a little bit so that I have room to run it through my sewing machine and have the line of stitching at the bottom. Now this is a very old chalk ink pad, so I know that I'm going to get that faded look. I'm going to stamp it twice because I don't want it to be perfect, but that gives me that faded look. If that seems a bit bonkers to you, just use an ink pad that isn't a chalk faded ink kind of color, so that you get a nice impression. But I really like the softness, so I know it's going to sound like a little bit of a broken record where I'm stamping things that seem a little bit imperfect, but that's just how I really like the look when it's done. Okay, I'm going to just run a line of stitches across the bottom here, and then I think this one is nearly done. With the stitching on there, I've cut the threads so that they'll fit on the card, but so that they're still loose ends. I like how that texture looks when it's in the pocket. And then just adding some brown ink to the edges. And I could dress that one up with more sequins, but there's all that sparkle in the center. I really like that how it is, so I'm just going to let that stand alone and then cross my fingers that we get a lovely white snowy day in December that I can pop that into my album with the photo of the snowy neighborhood. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.